is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. How you been?
Oh, great. I really appreciate you and Tommy. You do a great job, great work, and I really appreciate it. I watch you every day.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, man. Let's go to Sylvia in Tampa. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing?
Hey, Tom. Good morning. Thank you so much for taking my call. I want to tell you thank you so much for the advice you gave me on dust yesterday. I exited when you told me, and I made a healthy profit
That's awesome.
for a very short period. So thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right here, right now. Yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 81. NASDAQ is up 12. S&P's are down 1.5. Gold contract down $2.30, trading at $12.01 an ounce. We have silver down 6 cents. $13.95 an ounce. Light sweet crude's the story out here today, folks. Pretty wild. Light sweet crude right now trading down 464. You get over 100,000 contracts, over 1 million contracts traded. You've hit the 55. Bottom line is that 54 is game. It looks to me like we're going to start dealing with about a 42. It's going to be pretty wild if it doesn't bounce. I suspect we're going to get some kind of a bounce. But we are going into support. Bottom line, barreling in. And when you're barreling into support like that, see ya, don't want to be ya. Notes and bonds, 10-year note up 5 ticks, trading 118.17. 30-year bond is up 6, trading 138.21. And if we go over and take a look at that note and bond market, we'll start with the bond market. What you're going to see, folks, is that bonds and notes want higher price. We up 5 ticks, not that it's a lot, but the bottom line, what we did is this. On the 30-year bond, you got down to 138.03. You rejected price. You're at the highs of the day. Bottom line, this is going to go for the swing high that was established out here a few weeks ago. That number is 139.28. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? This is going to be a toss-up with King dollar. So, King dollar out here. Bottom line, yesterday you got to higher price, had light volume. That being said, you know, you're backing down today, 23,000 contracts. That's not a huge amount. And it's backing down right in where we basically broke topside on, which is the 96,450. What you also have here, and this is what's helping it. Now, this is how, when markets go down, folks, what ends up happening is that we came off the high in King dollar on November 1st. Monster volume on the way down, 29,700. The high of that is 96,910. Now, if you really want to understand technicals and how it lines up, this is like, this is a textbook case. Because what do? We went down to 96.10 right there. Stopped right in its tracks. Bottom line, now what you have the high of that bottom. We went downtown. That is acting as support on the way back. We'll see how many more times it's going to try to get into that and basically more than likely take it out. Dow Industrials. Let's go to the Dow Industrials. You talk about some nice volatility out here. We have it in spades, and I expect this is going to continue in spades, too. So inside the Dow Industrials today, you had a low out there of 25,193. You had a high out there of 25,511. You're just talking about monster spread all day long inside the Dow Industrials from the highs to the lows. You know, first we went down to the lows of this 25,387. By 11:30 in the morning, you were already up to 25,511. Oil market. This is going to be the number, folks. We are going to be saving a lot of bread on gasoline. Gasoline is down 6.5%, or 10 pennies, trading 153 unleaded gasoline. Now, if we take a look at this, XB1, we take a look at the unleaded gas, what you're going to see is this. And put this on a continuous contract. So, the top of the consolidation unleaded gas is at 166. Unleaded gas now, folks, is making a run for 126. That correlation, this is where you want to wrap your head around. Okay, so that correlation, Tommy and I were talking about this morning on the air, that the aspect with Kevin Hinks, actually, the aspect of where unleaded gas already was putting the oil market at 54 bucks. What we had happen out here today is that oil, we know, is at $59, barrel down to 55, and now if we take the oil contract and you put this on a continuous contract, you're going to see two different things. You're going to see now, number one, gasoline is the one that let it down. The crude oil market, the barrels, are at where gasoline was last few days, and you're barreling into that number. When you barrel into that number, it looks to me like 42 is game right now, and that's going to be pretty intense, man, because the aspect of how you get back inside a range is crucial. And what we have out here is this. You have wide price spread, you have monster volume, and 42 is game. That's the way that baby's set up. So lots of supply out there. That's the bottom line. We're going to take a look at some of the high volume equities out here. You got GE up 61 cents. Let's go to GE. Don't buy GE, folks. GE's in trouble. GE, this is still a dead cat bounce. In fact, with GE, I want to show you something. So, evidently, the market's excited about GE, that they can turn around and they're going to be able to push out their Baker Hughes equities. Well, guess what? Here, let's go look at Baker Hughes. BG, let's see. So watch this. This gets really bizarre. They're pushing out Baker Hughes, all right. Well, let me tell you something, folks. If we take out Baker Hughes and you put this on a 15-year chart, it's almost at its lows. The lows of 2008 was 16. The lows in 2000 and the first leg down in October was 19. Guess what? Baker Hughes is at $23. Bottom line, you're down from $47 at the beginning of January of this year. That they can sell that all they want. I'm not quite sure what they paid for it, but I suspect, like they in the oil industry in general, they paid up for it, and guess what? They're going to be lucky. Just going to depend on how much they're actually going to lose. NDX 100. Let's go take a look at the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX. You have Vodafone is up 8.2%. NVIDIA is up 5%. Taken away from it, eBay is down 2.7%. You get Activision down 2%. Hologenics is down 1.9%. We go into the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials. It's all about Boeing. Boeing is taking, putting 59 negative points. You get United Health putting 24, Chevron is putting 13, and ExxonMobil is putting 12. Stay right there, folks. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming back with us, growling a problem with us. Dow Industrials right now are down 121. NASDAQ is up 5. S&Ps are down 5.5. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 160. You get the NASDAQ off 7. S&P's down 9. Just blink, folks, and this market is going to be up, down, and all around. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the first hour. And don't forget, folks, Basil has an outstanding show right here at TFNN every trading day, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, the opening call. Now, the way you get the opening call, you come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to go to newsletters. You'll see our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Opening call right there. That comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You just hit the subscribe button. Get this for a month, 6 months, a year. All come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. What's going on, brother?
Hi, Tom. How are you doing?
Good, man. I heard you might be getting a little snowflakes and slush up there today. Is that right?
There was rain, but at least not here. I haven't seen any.
Okay.
I don't even want to mention the word. What word did you say?
No, slush. I know.
Yeah, not yet. It'll be there.
Thank God. Okay, cool. So,
yes.
Where are we going to start?
The Dow. Well, we're looking at the Dow as always. Got on the left side, you have the chart on Tiger TV. You'll see that's the daily there and the weekly in the middle and the monthly on the right. My concern has been that in the monthly chart, if you look at the vertical line right here at the Dow, when we hit 26,616 in January, the moving average convergence divergence, one of the technical tools I use called the MACD, was very strong. The stochastic was up at the 97% level, which is very high, but it did just start to turn down a tad, but it was up in the high region, and the on-balance volume was very strong, the blue line. When we made the high back in October the 3rd, actually, and I had a sell signal on October the 4th, but if you look at this chart at 26,951, look at this vertical line. Look at this big red candle, but the MACD wasn't anywhere close to as strong, which is now, you know, we're not even in the middle of the month. So I don't want to talk about this candle if it's completed, but I do want to say up at this particular moment, that MACD is finally, and this is the first time since back in 2016, since that big takeoff in November of 2016, this is the first time that the MACD has actually crossed negative It's intra-month, so I don't want to talk about it as if it's done deal, but it's a warning sign. And the stochastic is at 80%, and before it was way up, and now it's rallied, but it isn't anywhere as good. So just on a purely cognitive basis, if you're looking visually, you can see everything's strong right there. We pulled back. Remember, I spoke about this Chapman Wave Roman candle, this particular candle of February, and the implications that there should be a test of the low, which there was. So it went from 23,360 to the low in April of 23,344. The Dow was the only index to retest that low. The others didn't. And then what happened is the Dow went on to a new high, but actually throughout this period has not closed above the high of 26,616, the January all-time high. So now what we're looking at is, I call this, it's almost like an internal high and a residual high. I talk about this usually at bottoms where you get an internal low, and then you make this arch formation, an H, lowercase h pattern, come back and you retest somewhere near the low, and that's like the residual low. I think of it as an earthquake and the aftershock. Well, this is the upside. Here's the upside earthquake. Here's the aftershock, which went a little higher, couldn't hold it, and now it's starting to fade. So this is very important. You can see the weekly chart. I'll squeeze this a little bit here so you can see the high that was made in January. January was a peak E and a Chapman Wave 5 high back on the 26th, the week of the 26th of January. And here we are, October, the week of the 12th, and 26,951. And you can see here again, even the weekly, the technicals weren't matching. So this says to me, we've got to be very careful. What was important was the rally that we had from 24,122. So of course, we dropped 2,700 points from the all-time high. And then when we ran, then you got the election, the midterm election, and then you had a spectacular move to the upside. And then we stalled at 26,277. What is interesting is that the technicals were still strong, not anywhere close as the January high, but they were quite strong enough to say there should be another little squeak to a leg higher, and we haven't been able to do that. So this selling, and you know what you and I looked at when I've shown you these charts, I've said that if you had to go to the FANG stocks, they were the ones that were just fantastic right up until mid-year, and then all of a sudden, one by one, there's Facebook, 218 all-time high in July, trading now at 142. You can go to Amazon. Amazon was way up at, what was it, 2,050. Yep, in September, made a low of 1476 and is now trading at 1628. I can go through each one. Look at Amazon. If this is with the season, the holiday season approaching, I mean, Amazon should be, oh, this was Amazon. I'm looking at Apple. Apple is almost always going into the holiday season a go-to. I mean, you know, most people, if they looking for something, I'm sure Apple is one of the lists on their list of gifts. And look at Apple, makes an all-time high of 233 and it's trading right now at 192. So now you've got the leadership. So this makes me very concerned. So for subscribers, we've raised a lot of cash. We did enter, it was very interesting, we entered a utility, an electric utility this morning because it was holding very well. Even today, it's up very nicely, actually, compared to the general market. So up almost $1 from where we bought it this morning. So this is very selective. I recommend for weeks and weeks I've been saying, raise cash, nothing to be embarrassed about by having cash here. There's going to be some fabulous buying opportunities coming up. And the dollar, you remember we spoke about the dollar. Well, it went to a new recovery high yesterday. It's holding quite well. I would actually like to see it consolidate a little bit here because I think in the general market, if the dollar, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking if the dollar actually moves much higher from here, I think that's going to be the first big impact on the market currency-wise that we've seen in a long time because that's a breakout. I mean, going from the 96s up into the 97s.
Oh, yeah. Listen, you can see that, folks, when the dollar's going up today, the market was getting smoked. The market cannot stand this dollar. You know, I mean, the correlation was direct intraday today in a huge way. You know, when we went south, that's when the dollar went from a price point of 96.960 all the way up to this 97.05. And then when it pulled back, bottom line, that's when the market came back. So we're at that inflection point right now. And, you know, Basil, you brought something cool up with, and I know you know our man, Mr. Joe Granville, God bless him. What he would say when Basil was just saying, you know, the fangs have given it up, folks, is that the generals left the line, man. The generals are gone. You know?
You can't have the soldiers continue when the generals have gone off to lunch. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
This is just, it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. Now, here's another thing. With the dollar index, look, it's actually breaking out in a monthly chart for me. So we were lucky we got long back in April to 90, and now the dollar's at 97.30. This is a continuous contract. But look at the technicals. I was just showing you the breakdown of the technicals in the Dow monthly. Look, this is the monthly chart of the dollar. The MACD cross positive, stochastics at 83%. This is giving good support. So we're going to see what happens from here.
Folks, you can come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to go to newsletters. You're going to go to our Mammoth the opening call. You can check it out for a month, 6 months, a year, all with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Basil, you have a great night, safe night. We look forward to the program tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Tommy.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today. TFNN has put together the best lineup of live content for traders by traders every market day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected minds in the business. TFNN broadcasts 5 days a week live from 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Every morning at 8:30 a.m., Jason Paff starts things off with his program, The Morning Market Kickoff. At 9 a.m., Larry Pezzamento breaks down the market for the opening bell with Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour, followed at 11 a.m. by the team at TD Ameritrade and Thinkorswim with Fast Market. Basil Chapman hosts the Tiger Technicians Hour at noon, Steve Rhodes at 1 p.m. with the Trader's Edge, Dave White at 2 p.m. with the Power Trading Hour, and Tom O'Brien anchors the daily lineup from 3 till 5 as host of the Tom O'Brien Show. Tune in to TFNN's Tiger TV on your computer or mobile device, and you can always find us streaming on YouTube. TFNN.com, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of our high volume equities out here. You get ExxonMobil's down $2. That's smoking that oil big time. We get Home Depot down 53 cents. Now, we'll get back to Home Depot in a second. Home Depot come out with some decent numbers. Volatility, man, you're talking about Home Depot moving $5 to $6 both ways. Goldman Sachs down $1.74. That's they're going to have to come up with some big dollars for taking Malaysia to the cleaners. Basically, that's going to end up being a fraud deal. Bottom line, part of their overhead. Boeing's off $8.23. We've got American Express up $1.19. If we go over and we start off with Goldman, what you're going to see inside Goldman is this. Goldman within 3 days, well, it's hit a low for the last 12 months at 202 today. The high is 275. In 3 days, we've gone from 231 down to 202. If we pull Goldman back and see what we're looking at here, what you have is this, is that you're barreling into its strength from November of 2016. Now, the top of that area was 220. You're going to 174. Bottom line, you are way into that bar. If we take a look at it, and we get a little bit closer, what you're going to see, you get an ABC structure on the way down. Now, that ABC structure on the way down only has that, well, you get 245 as your A. That was the high generated in August. Your B out here is 208. So bottom line is that you get about $40 A to B, which will get you down to 196. We've hit 202. That being said, 196 gets you into the strength bar. So 178 looks to me to be game. ExxonMobil, we go take a look at ExxonMobil, and what is interesting is that there is no doubt that the ExxonMobil and Chevron have been saying for a long period of time that oil's not going to be able to basically hold price. Why? Because if we pull this up and we take a look at it, what you're going to see, Exxon has had lower highs going all the way back to 2016. Let me see. I think it's going to be longer than that, actually. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this has been in a down trip, you know, bottom line since 2014. We get a little bit closer here and take a look at it. What you're going to see is that, yeah, you get 71 is game on ExxonMobil. 71 is your January 2016, and that's a high volume low also. Bottom lines, Chevron, let's go take a look at Chevron and see where we're at with Chevron. Chevron's a little bit better looking, okay? That is down 227 today, but that also is going to the bottom of the range that it's in. And in Chevron's case, it's the high volume February 9th spike low of $108. And we did test that area. Now, this is going to be really cool watching this one too, folks, and this is why. So, we've been talking about February 9th for a long period of time. My take is that that's where the S&P is going. That's down another 190 points from where we are in the S&P right now. Chevron, bottom line, hits high volume low, 108 bucks. It went all the way back up to 131, barreled right back down 2 weeks ago, hit 107.54. Now, as it hit 107.54, volume was way too high. You did 44 million shares versus your high volume low, which had 66. And when you look at that correlation, what you always want to do is say, okay, we're barreling down with volume. Now, how did the counter trend bounce? Well, here's the counter trend bounce. The counter trend bounce was up with 34. That doesn't fly, folks. And then what do we have here? And this is your, basically, your probability goes up dramatically. Within 2 days, you're already at 14. So 14 is going to basically line that baby up, coming down once again, probably, you know, 40 million shares. But bottom line, you can see you have more supply than demand. And, of course, when you start seeing that type of selling, get out of the way. Schlumberger. Yeah, Schlumberger is coming down hard out here. That's down $2.12. That's trading out at $47.33. The low for the year is 47. The high is up there at 80. This, let's see. Wow, man, you talk about a one-way trip. Holy cow. Okay, so this is already taken out. This is pretty intense, actually. Bring this back. Wow. Okay, so Schlumberger, look at this, man. This is, you know, we are some of these equities, folks, are trading at their 2008 lows, are right at them. And Schlumberger is one of them. It's pretty intense. Now, that number is 42. We hit 47. And you can see last month, you came down with monster volume. We came down with 222 million shares. This month already, we've done 93. Now, that's a problem in the aspect of how we're coming down. And that's telling me that this baby is going to go after 35 bucks. And right now, you're at 47. So you get some real destruction out here inside this marketplace. And I suspect what you're going to actually see out here is that when people get their portfolios, you know, when you take a look at the S&P is not like, well, here, let's take a look at it. So I'll tell you right now. So the S&P right now is still up 2% for the year. And people are going to try to figure out, if the S&P is up 2% for the year, how am I down so much money? That's when selling accelerates pretty dramatically. And we're at the time frame right now that folks, you know, I'm not quite sure how many folks actually get it by mail, but they probably, a lot of them still do. You know, I suspect if you're trading out there, we know that we look at our account every day. The bottom line is that everything's online. But you know, when you're even a small investor, a large investor, you're at the Fidelities of the world, and you know, you have funds. I don't suspect you look at them every day. I suspect you're going to look at them at the end of the month and see how you're doing. And in this particular case, you know, what's going to show up is that, hey, the S&P is, you know, up 2%. And maybe I'm down 10, 20%. That's a little problem child. You know, if we do go overseas, you're going to see these markets overseas have been getting hurt in a big way. You have the CAC in France right now down 9%. That's the least. The DAX is down 15.5. You have the FTSE down 11.5. We had Spain down 16. You go to Asia, and you're talking about some real beatings out here. Hang Seng is down 13. You got China down 24 and 31. 24 and 31%. That is some big numbers. And the thing with that number, if we bring this up, I bring up the Xinjiang and take a look at it, what you're going to see here is this. This little baby has been down fast, furious, off a high of 2015 of 31.56, and you're 13.83. Let's go to Pat in Boston. Hey, Pat, what's going on?
Yeah.
You there, Pat?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
Thank you.
What are we going to look at?
CGC, an entry point.
Let's take a look. This is Canopy Growth Corporation. The low for the year is $12. The high is $59. This is a cannabis stock that the bottom line is that Constellation Brands is pushing about 50% of it right now. They have revenue, and this is going to be a big one, folks. So this company here, so cannabis went legal, recreational in Canada last month. Here, you stay right there. We're going to come back. We're going to be talking cannabis. We're going to go up in smoke. Then we're going to go to a little nice crepe store. I think well, I think we're going to start getting crepe stores beside all these pot facilities.
Yeah,
stay right.
I'm waiting.
Totally. Stay right there. Pat and I come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of the Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the path of least resistance under Trading Newsletters. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down 121. Nasdaq is flat. S&Ps are up 5.5. We're talking with Pat from Boston. We're talking about Canopy Growth. That is CGC, and Canopy, folks, is one of the largest cannabis companies out there. Bottom line is that their next earnings, which are going to be really crucial, come out on the 14th of November. And the reason I'm saying it's going to be crucial is that the number, they plan on going from 25 million gross to 59 million. And what that has to do with is that the aspect that recreational marijuana got legal in Canada last month. So, Pat,
yeah,
I think it's going to be a patience deal here.
Okay.
And I'm watching this like a hawk, and I have been for a long time. I'm looking somewhere about $28 and maybe 26.
Okay.
And
right.
I think what we're going to have is this. The numbers that, the fundamental number, well, technically that's where it broke topside from. That's where I'm coming from, okay? Mm-hmm. Fundamentally, what you have is that, you can see that expansion in revenue is dramatic. And what did happen in Canada is this, is that when these numbers come out, they actually thought that they would be able to also get into the edibles. And what ended up happening is that the edibles aren't there yet. And evidently the edibles, people really like them, and they sell a lot of them, I guess. That's, if you look at the aspect of these public companies that have done business in California or Denver, Colorado in general, it seems like that's a big part of it. So they haven't been able to do that. So I suspect that a few of these are going to come down to earth. But I think I just wait till it gets down to that level. It gets down to that level. If it comes into that level with light volume, then you get action. This morning here, green. Wait to see this one. So this is a new one we just picked up. Green Thumb. Gee, wait till you see this, folks. This is Green Thumb. Okay. Okay. So watch this. Green Thumb. Now this stock's trading at $15.76. The low's $8. The high's $32. This is Green Thumb Industries. Now, when you put up the revenue on this, they're talking about they're going to do 24 million next quarter. Okay, they haven't done anything yet. But what just happened is this: these companies, there's no doubt they have some big money. So Green Thumb just made a deal this morning, and they, market capital-wise, they get a good market cap, but you talk about betting on Las Vegas. They just paid $290 million this morning, folks. And what they did is that they paid that 80% of it in stock, the rest in cash. And you're talking about they did this for a dispensary on the Las Vegas Strip that also has growing facilities with it. And then if you want to see something that is amazing, let me pull this up. Planet 13. Planet 13 News. Let me see if I can get this. Because when you see, if you're watching Tiger TV, folks, when you see this picture, you're not going to believe it. Come on, I hope this is the picture. Planet 13. So Planet 13 is opening up. That's the wrong one. It's not the wrong one, but let's see. There it is. Come on, that's got to be. When you see this picture, yeah, here it is. So if you're watching Tiger TV, you're going to see a picture. This Planet 13 is opening on the Strip in Las Vegas. And this is like, I don't know, it's going to be a 24-hour deal. The amount of space it's taken up is 40,000 square feet. You know, so the game is on here. Yeah, so let's see. The entertainment complex will be completed and unveiled in phases. Phase 1 offering 40,000 square feet of entertainment spaces, including interactive attractions, more than 16,000 square feet of cannabis retail space. 16,500, you know, listen, folks, Vegas has always been decadent, but if you Google this and see some of these pictures, oh, here it is. Yeah, I get some of these pictures of the interior. You might as well be, I mean, time, you know, there's no clocks in Las Vegas. I think if you get inside this place. I was saying to Tommy this morning, Pat, I said, I want to open you know, a munchie store right next to it. Totally. I'm sure they have one inside it, but, you know.
Yeah,
you know,
I hear you.
Open a crepe store.
Yep.
Okay, well, you listen, you have a great one, a safe one. Thank you for the call.
All right, thank you, Tom, for your info.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
And, you know, so it looks to me that Vegas folks more than likely will be, here, Planet 13 is already open, more potential customers than, oh, that's awesome. So one of our tigers that really knows a lot about all these cannabis stocks inside the den, folks, he's just giving me some feedback. Planet 13 is already open and has more, there's no doubt, has more potential customers than all of Canada. You can see that. What's going to happen, and you can see that Vegas could be the place that makes everything, you know, basically fly for a lot of these companies, is that there's only 33 million people in Canada, folks. There's 330 million people in the U.S. In fact, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to Google, I believe, let's see, we'll Google this quick. Let's see. So, let's see. Conventions in Las Vegas, okay. How many people, oh, there it is. How many people go to Las Vegas? Watch this. This will blow our minds. Vegas per year. Because this is going to be a crazy number. Okay, so here's a 2017 statistic. Oh, my God. That's, okay, yeah, so in 2017, 39 million people visited Las Vegas. So there you go. That's, and what also ends up happening is this, is that you're talking about Las Vegas, so everyone's looser anyway, you know? That's the bottom line. And this is going to get cool because after the Bell out here, he's telling me that Tilray, and this is the poster child, and don't buy this stock. This stock is sick, man. Anyway, after the close today, Tilray is coming out with numbers. They close, their low is $20. This is a stock that the high is $300. This is it still has a market cap of $10.2 billion, and they only take in 9.7 million. They're expected to take in 10 million. So I can't wait to see what comes out after the close out here today, because this stock to me is going to go right back down to $50, $30. I mean, you know, I don't. The short position on this is about 30. Yeah, 30. It's still 31.45%. You know, what you want to make sure you do is, you know, technically look at these babies, but see if they're taking any revenue. This is the correlation, folks. And you know what's so cool about this, and I've been really doing a lot of work on these cannabis stocks because there is really like the metals market. And what it is this, is that you have the explorers, and the explorers in the metals market would be like basically the Tilrays out there, okay? That they're telling a good story, not huge amounts of revenue. Then what ends up happening when you go from like exploration to a production, the real kick is going to be, do they have the money to do the production to basically consolidate the industry, to roll up the industry, and to push the product out. That is the hardest part. The hardest part is going from what you dream about and then what you can actually do and come out the other side and make money. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow Industrial's down 67. NASDAQ is up 12. S&P's are flat. We'll come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman wave sequence. Using the Chapman wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 48. You get the NASDAQ up 14. S&P's flat. And if we go over and take a look at the SPY, folks, what you're looking at is this. You got down to a price point today of 271. You're 272. You're pushing into the high volume bars that, you know, took us down from the October 3rd right into the October 29th level. Bottom line is you're going to need a lot more volume than this to get into lower price. Now, that's the short term, okay? Bottom line, my take on this is that, yeah, we're going to go a lot lower, but guess what? This is the process of building cars to go lower. And specifically what that means is this, is that the amount of energy it took to go from a price point of 293 in the SPY down to 280, 259 is monster. Then we came off that. You got a nice dead cat bounce right up to a 0.618 of the whole move. Now you're backing down with lighter volume. I suspect we're going to consolidate here a bit. The system is set up pretty cool, meaning the system calendar-wise is set up pretty cool that you'll get an additional bounce coming out of here, and meaning going into Thanksgiving week. Then you have the aspect of coming into December, well, you get Thanksgiving week, then you're gonna have a like open platform between Thanksgiving, and then you're going into window dressing, and I suspect, bottom line, looks to me, more than likely before we actually finish the year, that you're going to start seeing that accelerate on the way down again, which is going to be pretty wild if that's the case. The reason being is that you're talking about on a cash S&P 2532. That's what I'm looking for, and that's 190 points down from where we are, you know. And it looks to me at this particular point also, so if I push it out a little bit longer, this you know, depending on how we come down there, that's going to be the consolidation, the low of that. And it's a 4,000-point consolidation inside the Dow Industrials. Inside the S&P, we're talking about a 2940. Yeah, cool. It's 400-point S&P. Not a bad trading range, folks. 400-point S&P. Yeah, that's actually beautiful. Stay right there, folks. Lots of numbers coming out after the close and a few of those pot equities. Dow. Down 86, NASDAQ up 4, S&P's flat. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
This is TFNN, the Tiger Financial News Network. TFNN Headline News Update. Here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We had the Dow Industrials close down 99. NASDAQ was flat. S&Ps down 8.5. And, you know, looking at the market, folks, you know, that looks like a calm market. Well, intraday out here, you had some big action from highs to lows. If we look at the S&P, you had a high out here today of 27.55. You had a low of 27.14. So, you know, bottom line is you're talking about 41 point inside the S&P. If we go to the Dow Industrials, you're going to see the same type of setup. Inside the Dow, you had a low out here of 25,193 and a high of 25,511. Inside the composite, same setup in the composite. Blink and the market's up or down. Low of 71.82, a high of 73.19. Now, that being said, let's go take a look at these volumes out here. What we have inside the Dow Industrials, 771 million. That's really light volume. This is pretty cool. You're going to get a bounce out of this. Inside the NASDAQ composite, 2.3. Oh, it's going into 2.6. But the bottom line, the composite does have some sellers in it. We look at the 3Qs, the NDX 100. That pushed into the lows. And you did 62 million shares. That is pushing into 111 million. The top of the gap that's trying to get filled is 166.03. And guess what, folks? You filled it, 166. That's saying that the good old NDX 100 also can get a bounce. Now, oil got toasted, roasted, all the above. We are going to be basically not spending a huge amount of money from our paychecks each and every week inside the gasoline market. You had crude oil down 8.2%. You heard it right, 8.2% of $4.96. You're trading at $54. Oil looks to me like, folks, we were looking at $54, but guess what? You came down to 54, and you did over 1 million contracts. That's setting up a 42 oil barrel. Unleaded gas, down 10.5 pennies, 6.5%. Yeah, unleaded gas right now is at 153. That thing is looking for a 127. So you're talking about some big numbers. Just the opposite, natural gas. Natural gas went up 7.3%. You get big numbers out here. Has volume behind the move. There's the yin and the yang of it. Stay right there, folks. You got a lot of numbers that coming out after the close. We have the Dow Industrials traded down 100. NASDAQ was flat. S&P's down 7. Coming right back with some numbers for you, folks.
TFNN has put together the best lineup of live content for traders by traders every market day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected minds in the business. TFNN broadcasts 5 days a week live from 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Every morning at 8:30 a.m., Jason Paff starts things off with his program, The Morning Market Kickoff. At 9 a.m., Larry Pezzamento breaks down the market for the opening bell with Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour, followed at 11 a.m. by the team at TD Ameritrade and Thinkorswim with Fast Market. Basil Chapman hosts the Tiger Technicians Hour at noon, Steve Rhodes at 1 p.m. with the Trader's Edge, Dave White at 2 p.m. with the Power Trading Hour, and Tom O'Brien anchors the daily lineup from 3 till 5 as host of the Tom O'Brien Show. Tune in to TFNN's Tiger TV on your computer or mobile device, and you can always find us streaming on YouTube. TFNN.com, educating investors. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful thing. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't make assumptions. Disconcern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they are the truth. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, then what do? We react by sending emotional poison with our word, which creates a whole big drama for nothing. Get rid of the drama, folks. Market wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 100, NASDAQ flat, S&P's down 2, gold contract also flat, 12.02 an ounce, silver down 4 cents, trading $13.96 an ounce. Light sweet crude, folks, that is the number out here today. It is absolutely amazing, actually. In fact, you don't see the light sweet crude market move $5 too often. And we, bottom line, moved just less than $5 today. We had a low out here of $54.74. You had a high of $59.35. You did 1.5 million contracts. It's let's see, 1.5 million. Amazing. Gasoline. Of course, we all using gasoline. We don't use the barrels of oil. Bottom line, gasoline down 6%. Trading $1.53 for unleaded gas. And for all you folks in the Midwest or in the Northeast, if you are using heating oil, you got some relief also. Heating oil was down 4.5% at $2.06 a gallon. Natural gas, different ball game. Natural gas went topside. Natural gas was up by 7.3%. That is trading at the $4 mark. Now, that natural gas hitting that $4 mark, this is early in the season, folks, that natural gas is hitting that number. So I suspect we're going to basically, and we'll go over those, but the natural gas looks to me like it is going to go higher. Gold contract. Gold contract, they're trading at 12.02. That was flat. If we go over and take a look at the gold contract first, what you're going to see is this. Gold is coming back into its strength. You get dramatically lighter volume. I like the setup. You know, the setup is cool. I don't particularly like the setup in the dollar, and I'll go through that with you. But I like this setup. We got down to a price point today of $11.96. The breakout area is $11.94. We had done 532,000 contracts there. We did 240, half of that. Bottom line, it's going to be hard to break that down. Now, that being said, let's go over and take a look at King Dollar. What you have with the dollar index is this. Yesterday, you broke topside, and you did, I believe, 21,000 contracts. Let me just see this. Yeah, 21,000 contracts. So the number you want to keep your eye on in King Dollar is 96,450. And the reason for that is that was the August 15th swing high. The first time we get over it, it failed within 1 day. Second time, now, as it failed in 1 day, we didn't come off that high with volume. Second time we got over it, stayed over it 2 days, and then barreled down with volume. We had made a high with 22,000. You came off that high with 29,000. You end up making a low of 34,000. Okay, so the low that is established there is 95,480. I suspect we're going to try to get back inside that range again. We had an expansion of volume today, as you did go to a lower price. We'll see how this handles the 96,450. Right now, we hit 96,910. We hit 96,910. We closed out at 97,02. Bottom line, I do expect we're going to get back inside of there. And if you want to see something that the correlation, you know, these correlations, bottom line, you know, change many times. Inside the King Dollar, what we had the correlation out here today, it was pretty clear that if you take a look at the market versus what King Dollar had done intraday, you're going to see a direct correlation, which is pretty wild. Specifically, what I mean is this, is that when we had King Dollar basically, you know, coming down this morning at 5:30 in the morning it hit its high, 97,505. You got down into the price point at 1150 at 96,945. Well, when you take a look at the correlation, it's so direct, it's amazing. The Dow Industrials had gone from 25,193, and when the dollar hit its lows, the Dow Industrials were at its highs. As soon as the Dow Industrials started, as soon as the dollar started going higher again, guess what? Market tanked. This correlation, I suspect why it's in spades right now, it has to do with the market understanding that this swing high has been out here for a long period of time. The dollar has had a hard time getting up and over it. What you do have is this, is that we're going into the downdraft that was created out here in May of 2017. If, in fact, the dollar can basically reach higher price, you are going to see some volatility inside all world markets because the other currencies can't handle the strong dollar. When currencies move fast, folks, that is the quickest way that volatility goes into the indices and equity markets beyond belief. And that's what I think we have happening out here, which is really cool because the correlation out here today was about as direct as I've seen it in a long period of time. Some of the higher volume equities out here today, this is what you had. You had GE up 62 cents. That's a dead cat bounce. Don't touch that thing. We had, let's put the S&P. Okay, that's... Okay, you had Apple down $1.94. You had Wells Fargo up 39 cents. We had Halliburton down $1.89. Schlumberger was down $2.11. Inside the Dow Industrials, some of the Dow stocks out here, we had Honeywell was down 5 cents. You had Disney up 15. Oh, you talk about Disney, man. This got to be a trip for Bob Iger because he just missed a shot of getting a $60 million bonus. This is pretty intense. So his operating income this year, it ended up being $73.9 billion over the past 5 years. Well, he had targets that was inside his bonus from 5 years ago, and this is how it went. He had to basically get an adjusted operating income for the period to exceed $76 billion. And he's at 73.9. We'll see what they, I suspect that, well, we'll see whether they give him something. I'm sure he got plenty of other bonuses, but this is another one on top of it. So you can imagine, you're talking about 60 million, and that's a close call, man. That's pretty intense. Stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming back with some numbers. We get numbers coming out Dow Industrials finished down 100. NASDAQ was flat. S&P's also flat. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Jason Path has just launched his weekly newsletter, The Quantitative Edge, available only at TFNN.com. Right now, you can sign up for Jason's outstanding weekly report, including midweek updates whenever warranted, with a 30-day money-back guarantee included, so you have nothing to risk. Jason develops his trade recommendations by creating an ensemble of predictive and mathematical models trained on data by leveraging a variety of techniques, including market-based computer simulations. Jason then combines these sophisticated predictive and analytical models with deeply researched macro outlooks to identify opportunities in a number of different markets for traders to act on. Whether you're looking to trade futures, equities, commodities like crude oil and gold, forex, or cryptos, Jason covers it all. Sign up for Jason Path's weekly trading newsletter right now by visiting the front page of TFNN.com, and you'll find the Quantitative Edge under the Newsletters tab. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go look at this poster child, Tilray. So Tilray revenue, $10 million, up from 86%, up 86% from a year earlier. Their average net selling price per gram fell to $6.21 from $7.53. So let's take a look and see what they're saying out here. Tilray reported stronger third-quarter revenue, but wider net loss and lower average selling price per gram as the cannabis producer prepared for legal sales in Canada. If you remember, we were talking about Canopy Growth, folks, okay? The CEO of Canopy Growth, Bruce Linton, he was explaining that it's going to be all about, meaning the cannabis business, it's all going to be about what you can grow pot for and what your cost is. And it totally makes sense, because I was talking about a little bit earlier how these companies, particularly just starting out, are like the mining companies. It's going to be a question of what does it cost you and what can you get for it. Linton's deal in Canopy is he's expecting that the price is going to continue getting lower, and so it's going to be all about what can you produce it at per gram. So in this particular case, their program revenue bottom line went down from a price point of this $7.53 to $6.21. That's a big number, man. That's $1.30. The company, which has a market value of 10 point, this is like sick. This is the sickest part of it. Has a market value of 10.5 billion. Posted 10 million in gross revenue. Its net loss was 18.7 million, 20 cents a share, compared to 1.8 million a year ago. Results did include stock-based compensation charges, higher operating expenses. The quarter did not include the impact of Canada's legalization of recreational marijuana, which took place on October 17th. Tilray sold 1,613 kilograms of cannabis in the quarter, more than double the prior year's sale of 684. The average net selling price was $6.21. That's down from $7.98. Now, these numbers that I'm giving you also, folks, are in Canadian dollars. This was, they're claiming this was due to an increase in bulk sales as a percentage of total revenue. Earlier, Cronus Group said its average selling price in the third quarter fell to $7.32 from $8.01. So you can see what you have here. So $7.32. Okay, and there it's $6.21. You can see, my take on this, folks, okay, this is, bottom line is that, this is a weed, right? You have scientists out there, you have agricultural people out there that, know growing and agriculture hand over fist. It's going to be, this is going to be a price to the bottom deal, particularly because what you also have in Canada is that you can grow your own plants. This is going to be like a home brew deal. Like when home brew started in the United States, you had Sam Adams started it huge amount of time ago, right? They started right in South Boston. Bottom line, now, you go to any major city, guess what? We have some of the best beer around in all of these major cities because folks that like beer, they got their head into it, they know how to do it, takes a couple years. Guess what? The cannabis business, it's going to happen. Doesn't mean that there's going to be companies that make a fortune. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is at the very beginning of this, you are going to see these prices come down and come down very quickly. And the aspect of how much they sold, that's not a lot of pot. That's certainly not a lot of pot. Let's go to Cronus for a second and see what they had to say. They must have come out yesterday. So let's see what they said. That Cronus is trading $8.31. The low for the year is $2.81. The high is $15.30. Okay, so Cronus average selling price and gross margins fell in the third quarter. The fifth biggest Canadian pot company said its average selling price was $7.32. And $7.32 Canadian, folks, equals $5.53 a gram. Although the third quarter was over before Canada's legalization on the October 17th, the lower price was a result of initial sales to the provinces ahead of the legalization and the company's decision to cover the $1 per gram excise tax for medical patients. Investors shouldn't be surprised by the drop in average selling price, Chief Executive Officer said in an interview. People generally should have expected or understood that there's a difference between medical and recreational. A lot of that comes to wholesale and comes with volume. Gross margin before fair value adjustments, which place a value on plants while still on the ground, fell to 55% from 65% a year ago. The decrease was driven by lower average selling price and a higher unit cost of sales. Yeah, of course. Cronus didn't provide much detail about the first days of recreational sales. That means that if they didn't provide the detail, what does that mean, folks? Bottom line is that means that it wasn't real great. We haven't seen the real effects of adult use yet. I think we'll see that coming over the quarters. He said in the earnings call, we thought of October as a month where working through the kinks and making sure that all the areas of the supply chain are smoothing. By contrast, Aurora Cannabis said Monday that its brands accounted for about 30% of the sales through the government-run Ontario Cannabis Store, while it had the 4 best-selling dried flower pot products in British Columbia. Aurora said its average net selling price was $9.19 Canadian, and the gross margin on cannabis was 70%, and the quarter ended September 30th. Well, you know what gets interesting here, folks, is that because all this is public information, when you're competing against a company like this, it's a lot easier. It's pretty amazing, actually. Cronus currently supplies Ontario, British Columbia, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island with recreational pot. It's in discussions with additional provinces. But he's saying it won't rush to any agreements. Give me a break. That's like saying you have a customer over here, but I'm not going to rush over there and try to sell him anything. Don't believe it. Cannabis reported third quarter revenue that tripled from a year earlier to 3.8 million Canadian, and they had an increased sales of 213%, which is a good number, no doubt. They sold 514 kilograms, which is 1,133 pounds. The net loss was $7.27, or 4 cents per share. So bottom line is that, you know, this is going to be, it's certainly what you have out here. Now, what you're going to see, folks, we have companies that are starting, it's no longer the Wild West. What it's going to be is that it's going to be about production, and this is going to be an easy business to basically get your head wrapped around. It's production cost, it's what do they have, what's the distribution out there, and then the wild card, no doubt. We did this morning, or this afternoon, actually. No, it was this morning, I think. So picture, Canada, folks, has 33 million people. The United States has 330 million people. When we went to Planet 13, Planet 13 is a retail place that they're opening in Las Vegas, right? Well, in Las Vegas, they get 36 million visitors per year. So they get as many visitors as Canada has people, and guess what? They're partying in Vegas. Coming right back.
The Taz Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The Taz Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of Taz Market Profile, the Taz Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the Taz Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at Taz has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the Taz Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the Taz order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the Taz Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the Taz Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today. TFNN has put together the best lineup of live content for traders by traders every market day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected minds in the business. TFNN broadcasts 5 days a week, live from 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Every morning at 8:30 a.m., Jason Paff starts things off with his program, The Morning Market Kickoff. At 9 a.m., Larry Pezzamento breaks down the market for the opening bell with Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour, followed at 11 a.m. by the team at TD Ameritrade and Thinkorswim with Fast Market. Basil Chapman hosts the Tiger Technicians Hour at noon, Steve Rhodes at 1 p.m. with the Trader's Edge, Dave White at 2 p.m. with the Power Trading Hour, and Tom O'Brien anchors the daily lineup from 3 till 5 as host of the Tom O'Brien Show. Tune in to TFNN's Tiger TV on your computer or mobile device, and you can always find us streaming on YouTube. TFNN.com, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials finished down 100. We had the NASDAQ flat. S&P's also a flat. Let's go to our man Mike in Toronto. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, hi. Thanks for taking my call. What's wrong with Eldorado Gold?
Yeah, lots wrong with Eldorado. Let's take a look at it. So you have the low of Eldorado at 79 cents. That's today. The high is 185. You know, this baby's been, you know, gold and gold equities have been down, but nothing like this thing. I mean, this thing is, you know, been down, and it looks to me that, you know, I wouldn't be touching it. It hasn't found a bottom. And the way this is trading, you know, this thing can get down to that, you know, 54 cents, 35 cents, you know, and...
is it end-of-year tax loss selling? Nobody wants to hold on to their losers?
No, this has been bad for a long period of time. Okay, so fundamentally, they have a problem in Turkey, and they have a problem in Greece, big time, okay? So you can see from the revenues, they got cut in half. You know, the bottom line is that, you know, they did 391 million last year. They're claiming they're going to do 473 this year, but you can see quarter over quarter, we went from 153 million to 81. They're hoping to do 95. And it has to do, you know, they're having, you know, we know inside the metals market, folks, okay, you know, you get political risk, you got mining risk, okay, then you get the risk where the metal's going to be. Well, their political risk is huge because that mine in Turkey is a cool mine, and so one in Greece, but in both cases, you know, they're having problems, you know, and the problem specifically is basically permitting, getting the gold out of the country, and the amount of tax that they're going to have to pay on it. And what tends to happen, and I know you know this, Mike, what tends to happen, folks, is this. Now, at gold, at, you know, the 1,200 level, countries, you know, will battle you a bit. The real problem that I see is as gold goes higher, that's when those countries say, hey, I want more, I want more, I want more. So countries always forget about the amount of expenses that it takes to these mining companies to get up to speed, but then as soon as the gold market goes higher, they want more. And when I say just countries, folks, if you know anything, this actually happened in the U.S. also. It didn't happen, but when gold started trading $1,700, $1,800, $1,900, bottom line is that you had plenty of politicians out there saying that they want bigger money coming out of Nevada, because if you don't understand how the gold mining or any mining business in general works, well, guess what? We all can go out there and basically stake a claim, you know, on public lands, and, you know, the mining permits are very inexpensive. Now, to build the mine is not inexpensive, but royalty-wise, it's very inexpensive. So I wouldn't touch it, Mike. You know, it needs it needs a big sign of strength.
Knife, huh?
Excuse me?
I'm catching a falling knife by investing in this thing?
You what?
Am I catching a falling knife by trading this thing?
Yeah, it's a fallen bayonet, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how about New Gold, NGD?
NGD, that's a problem too. Now, the difference of New Gold is this. New Gold, the low for the year is 69 cents. The high is 356. It looks to me that New Gold is the first one that has been a disaster that's actually off the bottom. You know, I like what happened here on the 25th of October. If we bring this back, what you're going to see is that, you know, you just about got back to your 2008 swing points, which is 85 cents. Well, actually, it was 74 cents. We got down to 69. It did reject it, And now what you want to see is a few more signs of strength. But it looks to me that New Gold is off the lows, you know, which is intriguing, man. I mean, both of these, I follow both of them, folks, and, you know, they've both been big dogs. But New Gold did come off the bottom, you know. Eldorado tried, but I wouldn't touch Eldorado until it gets at least a couple signs of strength. Because what you're going to see...
Eldorado on the verge of bankruptcy.
You know, I don't know about that, but, you know. But bottom line is that don't touch it, man. That's the real bottom line.
Thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. 877-927-6648. We'll take a look at a few of the... let's go over to the GDX, actually, and look at all the gold equities inside that. So the GDX today pulls back 19 cents. You're pulling back into its strength, traded 1842. That swing low out there is 1814. Now, we did volume of 36 million versus big numbers, versus 57 as well as 134. So that's saying that, guess what? You're backing down with light volume. The real question is going to be, do we get a rejection of lower price? That's what you'd be looking for specifically. You're looking for a rejection of lower price. Now, this is pretty cool. So the 13F filings are coming out, folks. This will give us an idea of course, what the big funds are doing. And one of the most successful funds out here, we just got quite a bit of action understanding what they have got into and what got out of. This is Ray Dalio's Bridgewater Associates. So, yeah, if we just go over this quickly. So, new buys, he bought GE. He bought 2 million shares of GE. When I bring this up, this is going to be pretty wild because this goes back to September 30th. That's how this works. So, they have to come out with their buys 45 days after the end of the period. So he's coming out early, but this is how what he's done with some of them. GE bought 2 million shares for a value of $22.7 million. So this is pretty cool because we can, once we do the numbers on this, I can know exactly what he actually paid per share. Wynn Resorts, he bought 78,000 at 10 million. Skyworks, he bought 99. In fact, let's do this right now because this is pretty intense, man, actually. So if we go to GE and take a look at GE for a second. So we know it's before, well, it's actually $10. He bought it at $10. And right now it's at $8.60. So that one is not in great shape for him. If we go take a look at Wynn Resorts, he bought that. I can't do the math that quick on that one. Bottom line is that then all I got to do is go before September 30th because that's your cutoff date. And guess what? September 30th is 128. And right now you're at 101. So that's going to be a problem. SWKS. This one I think is going to be a real problem because this is one of the Apple suppliers. Skyworks. Yeah, Skyworks. Well, this is a huge problem. So 30th. Well, it might not be that bad. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So this was like $92 to $93. Now that's on that side, the buys. The sells, he's going to be real happy he sold some of these. He sold 42,000 shares of Intuit at 8.9 million. UPS he sold. Increasing holdings. This is what he increased. He increased Intel. He increased U.S. Steel, the Gap. Got in the housing business. He got in the housing business big. He increased that by 157%. Whirlpool, he increased that up to 881%. That's, you must be thinking something's happening there. Decreasing holdings, he sold CVS, Oracle, Walgreens, Cardinal Health, and Caterpillar. His top holdings right now are the S&P, emerging markets, gold. There we go. That's unchanged. $500 million, though. Come right back.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3x bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. So let's go take a look at this. This is an interesting stock. So this company here, Amris, the symbol is AMRS. It closed at $5.90 today. The low for the year is $2.93. The high is $9.20. This is trading down $4.05 right now. So this is down 33% after the close. And let's see what they had to say. So let's see. Revenue is $14.9 million. Oh, look at that. Holy cow. They were compared to a $24.2 million in 2017. So big number there. This is a bioscience company. It looks like to me it's some kind of, in the vitamin market. Oh, here it is. I got it. Okay. We are pleased with the ramp-up of our new zero-calorie sweetener product and continued strong revenue growth, said the CEO. However, we are very disappointed in the volatility of the vitamin E market and its direct impact on our third quarter. Some of the shortfalls expect to be made up with core market revenue performance. While the unpredictable nature of the vitamin E market in our royalty is disappointing, we are pleased with the strong growth of our clean beauty business, the demand for our zero-calorie sweetener. Reoccurring revenue has been doubling year over year, and we are on pace to deliver the fourth quarter an annualized rate of about $200 million. Let's just go look at this again. I gotta see this thing, man. So this is a company, revenue-wise, yeah, it's been ramping up. Okay, so they're growing at 63% over a 3-year deal in the United States, 34% in Europe, 55% in Asia. Brazil, they're down 26%. organic chemical manufacturer. That's the business they're in. That being said, down 30%. Let's go see where 490 is. That is, this is a mess. Don't touch this stock. Holy cow. Okay, this is a big problem. This thing's on its way back to $1.86. That is a huge problem. No two ways about that. Big number out there. We go take a look at the. Let's go take a look at the bigger dogs out here. So Amazon, we're in season right now. Of course, what you do have inside the season is that shopping extraordinaire. We are right next to Thanksgiving. Amazon's trading 1631. So this is going into its high volume, low. Volume's contracting. Maybe this will fill the gap before it decides to go higher. That's on a small time, a smaller time frame, because what you do have with Amazon, folks, and this is going to be the problem child out here, is that you get monster volume off the highs. When you take a look at this, this is a big number. So picture, Amazon made a high in September. That high that was generated out here, 2,050. You did volume of 94 million. Well, guess what? Bingo, you came off that high with 183 million. When you come off a high with high volume, your correction is normally larger than usual. So we'll see where this shakes out. Now, Amazon certainly has a lot of support trading out at the 1,600 to 1,500 area. That being said, we came down to the 1476 with monster volume, huge amount of volume. Google is also going to be one to keep your eye on, and the reason being is that Google, once again, is coming back down to its high volume February swing. And, you know, we came down with way too much volume last month on Google. You did 48 million. It was testing the high volume swing, and the high volume swing had 42 million. So what you have there is that if you're testing a swing and you do test it and you get higher volume, you're coming right back down. And this is what Google has done. If we go over to the XLF, and this is going to be the big heads up too. Inside the XLF, what you want to keep your eye on is the price point of 70. Where am I? Let me do this way. There it is there. It's 2676. And what the 2676 area is that's your February high volume low. You got higher. We came back down and tested it, and we tested it with way too much volume. Now the XLF is having a hard time staying inside of that level. We closed out at 2673. We had traded up to 2699. And of course, a lot of that had to do with Goldman Sachs the last couple of days. Goldman Sachs came down hard, got into bottom line 202 today. Goldman is a ABC structure on the way down, and that structure is at about a 196 level. The way Goldman is trading out, it looks to me that that is going to go a lot lower. What we did do out here, oil went south in a huge way. Let's go to natural gas, actually, because natural gas went north. Natural gas is over $4 right now. What we will have, let's see, what day is today? Oh, this is pretty cool. This is good. 1 second. We're going to get these oil numbers right now. Here we go. API, I think. Okay, here, let me do natural gas first. So natural gas was up 28 cents today. 28 cents, folks, is a monster inside the natural gas market, the futures market. That's $2,800 in one day. You had 335,000 contracts. That's big contract volume. NG, if we go on a continuous contract, what you're going to see out here is that we went after the swing high from December of 2016, took it out. 399 was the number. So now what you want to do, I can't go out that many years. Well, let me go out 10 years. Okay, so you take out 399. Oh, this is going to get wild. So at 407, bottom line is that you can get into 441 in a heartbeat. And if it has strength going into 441, then you're going to be talking a whole different number out here. What's intriguing is that what we did have, folks, is that 399 number, that got established in the last week of December of 2016. And you can see what's going on. We're in the second week of November, and natural gas is going topside. The real question is going to be if the Northeast, the Midwest, gets a real cold spell and natural gas is going up right now, you will see a very fast move right up to the $6.49. And that's a big number, man. That is one huge number. But that's the way that baby is set up at this particular point. We go switch gears and go over to the small caps, the IWM. Small caps out here today, you pull back 48 cents, and you had 18 million shares. So bottom line, my take is that we're not going after the B points yet of these legs, this ABC structure on the way down. I expect what you're going to see. You're going to see some kind of turnaround. Bottom line, the market is building cause for lower price. That's what's going on here. But I suspect that you're pulling back with light volume. You're going to get some kind of a bounce higher again. The bounce higher again also will be on light volume, building the cause for the next leg down in the market. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So let's go take a look at the volumes out here. NYSE volumes, folks. We did 997 million. That's decent volume. NASDAQ composite volume, 2.3 billion. Now, that being said, what you are going against is a 2.9 billion. So I suspect what you're going to see here, the NASDAQ composite did fill a gap, I believe. Let me see, 7,160. Oh, no, look at it. It's going to fill it. Okay, so the gap in the NASDAQ composite is 7,166. We got to 7,182. If we do go look at the 3Qs, I think it filled it by a couple pennies. The 3Q, the gap was 166.03. That's crazy. We got to 166. Now, watch. So the Qs come back with 63 million versus 92. Bottom line, folks, you're going to need more than that to break down and go do the ABC structure on the way down. That's my take on it right here, anyway. You know, we'll see how this shakes out, because what you certainly do have inside the NASDAQ, as well as the small caps, is that you have the aspect that they didn't do the type of bounce that the S&Ps did. The S&Ps did a 0.618 retracement. The Qs did just over a 50% retracement, and the weak dog out of all this is the IWM. You know, the IWM bottom line, that couldn't get basically off the lows at all. The IWM just did over a 0.382 retracement. You know, so the way that's set up, the IWM looks to me like it is going to be a monster B to C leg, C to D leg on this larger ABC structure on the way down. That being said, my take is that the market's not ready for it yet. It hasn't built up enough energy to get into those lows and break those lows. Where my head's at right now is that, you know, you're going down with volume, went up with light volume, you're pulling back with light volume. This smaller consolidation in between the large downdraft is going to be the building cause to eventually go south another couple hundred points inside the S&P. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you. Go for a blast with it, folks. Wow! Go get them, folks.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics, including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.